Hey guys, Lowell Tech Fix here, and I am in the studio today with...
My name's Jameson, and I'm the foreman at Amerifix Franklin.
What's your last name, Jameson?
Stinnet.
Stinnet. I knew I was going to get it wrong, so I was going to make him say it. All right, so hey, I wanted to bring Jameson in here today because, number one, he's a good guy. He's one of our solid company foremen, and he has some challenges. One of the conversations that I have the most, this is like your job as a foreman, and we've interviewed so many technicians at this point. You know, we know what technicians don't know, and one of the things that they don't know are, talking to technicians, when you ask them things like, hey, has anybody ever sat you down and helped you plan your day? A lot of the times, overwhelmingly, when they ask that question, the answer is no, right? So, but you had to get there somewhere. Some people just have a natural ability to do those sort of things. Some people come from a background where they have those organizational skills, which I think Phil and I talked about this quite a few times. Hiring people who have mechanical ability, who are technicians, who also have that high pace, like maybe culinary background, like that is a plus for me, because if I can hire that person, I know he's going to be an hour turner, because you're able to do things while you're doing things while you're doing things. Sure. Planning ahead in the moment and pivoting on the fly, right? So this is one of the examples that we always use is that, if I'm a cook in a restaurant, I'm running the grill, and a table sits down and one person orders a rare steak, one person orders a well, and one person orders a medium, I'm not going to start them all at the same time, right? Well's going on first, 7 minutes later, the medium, 7 minutes later, the rare, right? So I got to plan this stuff because I don't want a cold charcoal brisket sitting up in the window. You know what I mean? Like it's all got to go at the same time. So workflow management is one of those things that I see younger technicians struggle with the most.
Yes.
And what I think deters a lot of technicians from the flat rate system, not being able to see, like, I can turn a lot of hours and make a lot of money this week, I could be 130, 150% efficient, is that they're the technicians who aren't putting a lot of thought into what's happening all the time. They're just taking what's given to them, right? And you can't do that. You have to be able to take a large volume of work, dissect it, plan it out by operation, and just execute. One after the other. As a technician, I might be working on, 6, 8 cars at a time. I got some out in the parking lot waiting on parts. I'm doing an auto scan on another one. I'm doing an oil change on another one. Things are happening all the time. I'm doing things while I'm doing things while I'm doing things, right? And then at the end of the day, you got 6 cars done, 8 cars done, and you're standing on top of 16 hours. That's where I want to be. So, again, important as the foreman role, like to help nurture that in your technicians, for sure, yeah.
I try to help guys identify, what we talk about in the foreman training is passive jobs and active jobs. Mm-hmm. If you got an AC diag, get the machine hooked up and have that car evacuating, recharging, whatever you're doing, and while you're putting spark plugs in another car. Don't just stand there at your toolbox and wait on one thing to get done.
Yeah. I heard an instructor the other day. He was in a classroom, and he was like, we were talking about that very thing. He was like, bringing up the technician that watches the oil drain.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you walk that guy to the door pretty quick. Young or not, like you got to figure that out.
Yeah. And my apprentice that I've been training for a while, that's something that he wants to do right. He doesn't want to disappoint anybody, and he wants to be the very, very best. But he doesn't have any formal training in the automotive world. So doing an oil change early on, he wanted to wait until every last drop of oil drained out of that car. Hey man, stick that drain plug back in there, let's go.
Right.
And he's learning that. He's getting very, very good. Like I can depend on him. He can handle, 6 or 8 cars a day, do a thorough inspection on it, and still get the work done. Mm-hmm. So build a good quote, doesn't leave anything loose. Like he's doing really, really well.
And he's how many years in?
A year in.
A year in.
Now he's not doing really difficult jobs. He's barely doing brakes right now.
Okay.
But he shows a lot of promise.
That's good. Man, I'll take a guy who has attitude and aptitude over a guy who has experience and he's a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because it's a long game, a long investment. So.
It is.
Absolutely. And that feels like a pretty good place to land today, man. Hey, I want to thank you for coming over and talking with us, and really appreciate it. I'd love to have you back sometime.
Thank you for having me. This is my first, and it's not as bad as I expected it to be.
Thank you so much for sharing today, and thanks for listening or watching today. If you like, hit the subscribe button down below, and then we'll be talking to you soon, Jameson. And until the next time, fix the cars, you fix the shop.